another process video. Today I am going to be using the Fancy Pants Joy Parade collection for my layout. I am going to use that pink piece of paper for my background. As you saw, there was a title cut out of it. It was for a previous layout, and so I just wanted to use the remainder of that paper for my background. I am trying to adjust the striped paper to cover up that entire cutout and also leave just a little bit of pink showing. I didn't want this to be totally overpowering with pink, but when I look at it in front of me right now, I mean, there's quite a bit of pink showing, but that's okay. It works out. So after I get the edges trimmed off that ran over, I am going to pull out another scrap of the blue paper, that was also part of the Joy Parade collection, and I'm going to set that on top of the striped paper at an angle as well. That is going to be the base of my layout, and that blue paper is going to hold my photos. Right here are the two photos that I am going to be using. These are photos of my son. I went to see him at work one day, and I always take pictures of him anytime I have the opportunity to see him, because I don't see him very often and we don't live that far apart. It's just that he works nights and I work days. He works weekends, so we just don't get the chance to see each other all that much. So I do take pictures of him as often as I can. And now that Bree, his ex-girlfriend now, used to would take pictures of him and she'd send them to me, but since they're not together anymore, I don't even get those pictures. So definitely when I see him, I try and take pictures of him when I can. But anyways, I went to see him at work, and I was like, he hates it when I take his picture, so he always gives me a hard time. So he just stood there and looked at me all mean, and his hair and his facial hair kind of makes him look mean anyway. So I took this picture and I looked at it on my phone. I said, no, this is bad. I said, let's take another one and try to look a little less like a serial killer this time. So he turned his lips up just a little bit. That was all I was going to get, so I thought it was kind of funny. I am documenting that right here. For my title, I used the hipster thickers and also the small alphas. They come from the basic gray alpha sheet. You know how they used to have all those alphas on one sheet in different colors? I used that. It was from the Prism collection, and the title is just, I said, try to look less like a serial killer. Then I took two little yellow strips. I put one bordering the bottom of that striped paper and one bordering the top of that striped paper. And then on that photo where he was trying to smile, I put so he did. You know, try to look a little less like a serial killer, so he did. And that was all I got out of it. So I went ahead and before I started this, I pulled out some embellishments that I think I might like to use. This collection had several little pom-pom looking like die cuts. They don't really look like pom-poms, but they kind of do. Anyways, I pulled all of those out. I put one over on the right with a speech bubble, and I put one of those plastic words down that came with the collection, and it says play. Over on them, I'm going to use two of the pom-poms, a black circle, and another plastic word that says fun. They're not really puffy stickers. They're like hard plastic. That's why I called it a plastic word. I think it's the Fancy Pants version of puffy stickers. So I'm going to use this little word phrase arrow, and it says my favorite kind of person, and I pointed at one of his photos. And then I take this little circle smiley face in black, and I am going to pop it up and put it right there on the back end of that little arrow flag. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim off everything that ran over the edges right here. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and pull out some more of the plastic pieces, and I do pull out quite a few of the triangles in black, and in yellow, and I also pulled out some of the plastic dots in black. And yellow. Looks like I used a couple yellow plastic dots as well. And I just give those a little scattering around the page. I like triangles, and I don't know why, but specifically for boys, triangles just remind me of a boy shape. So I do, and so do stars. So I do like to use triangles and stars on layouts I do with my son in them. I used quite a few of these. I think I had gotten one of these in the Noah Mignon kit one month, but then I bought the collection pack, and the collection pack also had a set of these in them, so I have two. I have two of these that have the hearts and the triangles and dots on them, and I don't even think that I have finished one yet. So I got out the Heidi Swap Color Shine in black, and I do have a huge mishap. You see that right there? Spilled all over my page. Oh my word. And I was not going to redo it. I went ahead and reasoned with myself that that's okay. It's perfect, because that picture on the left is the picture where I said try not to look like a serial killer, or try to look less like a serial killer. So it's perfect that it has black spilled on it, because it's a dark photo, right? So yeah, that kind of sucked a little bit. I still have plenty left in that bottle though. I've had that bottle probably for 2 years, so it'll probably still last another couple years. Unless I actually decide to start using it as mist, where you actually spray it. Put little splatters that doesn't take up much of the liquid. And after I do that to the layout, I don't believe I do anything else. Let's have a look-see. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna pull out a couple more dots and a couple more triangles. I had a little trap space over there at the end, at the bottom of that speech bubble, and also where that yellow strip ended. I didn't care for that, so I went ahead and put a triangle over where it ended, just to kind of blend it in a little bit. And then I'm going to add another yellow by the play, and a little bit slightly larger yellow by the P in play. Alright, so there we go. That is all I do to the layout. So thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.